Hello again, people. Yes, been tagged a few times in this video response thing that's going around about 5 games I always go back to. I've been tagged by, first was by Big Game Ow, second by Gib84 Gaming. So I thought, I'm gonna have to do it tonight, but got a beer, so let's swig some of this and crack on. The games I go back to, it's more, I'm trying to think that it's, I'm a score based player for anything that goes back to stuff. I usually play a game, but I'll play it into completion, like get 1000G on an Xbox game or something. Then I will usually shelf it and not often go back to it. But there's a few that I go back to just because they're great and I wish they had more to them, like more content, more everything. So, but I've got an honourable mention to start off with, which is a game I always go back to, which is Assetto Corsa. This is it's not a great game, but it's just a sim racer, but it's absolutely solid and I want to get all the achievements out of it. So this has become my nemesis. I'm determined to finish this. I've completed most of it. I think it's just time trials I've got left or something, and they're just solid. This is the reason I built my racing rig. I wanted to beat this. I thought it would be easier to beat it with a racing rig than it would on a controller. I have actually done better with the rig, but I'm still not that good at it, so never mind. Right, let's get into the actual 5, because every time I choose a game, I have to tag somebody. So I've got a list of people here I'm going to tag. I don't know if they've done it. I don't think anybody here has, but we'll find out. So we'll start off with an easy one. There's no order to these, literally. I've just grabbed games that I know I go back to the most. This first one is it's a pretty short game when you play it. You can get it done in a couple of hours, but every couple of years I go back to it because it's an absolute masterpiece. To be honest, in my wall of PS2 stuff, I could not be bothered to dig out the actual copy of it, so I dug out the copy of the Silent Hill collection instead, because it was easy to see because it's in this big fat case. But the game in question is Silent Hill 2, which is the one sitting at the bottom there. So yeah, I go back to it because simply it's a masterpiece. It's a game that to this day I find really unsettling every time I play it. I know exactly what's going to happen, but it's something about it. It's a type of horror that just, I don't know, even the other Silent Hill games haven't like replicated it. Silent Hill 3 has, like, I would say it's a scarier game. That's more you're being chased, more, I don't know, the music in that, or, well, it's not really music, is it? It's just clanging of noise, most of it, but that is more unsettling. But just the whole tone of this game is, I don't know, something about it's amazing. Plus the story's open to so much interpretation. I used to spend time, like when the game first came out, I'd be on like internet forums and stuff back in the old dial-up days, just looking up theories and everything, like just what people thought of the game. I got the PC version of it, and I used to walk around with like God mode on and like a free camera just to look around and see what's going on and everything. I don't know, I was just truly obsessed with the game, and I'm happy and worried at the same time that there's that rumour that Bloober Team are doing a remake of it. As long as they keep it pretty much the same, if they could, so even if they update controls, I think that might ruin it, because the fact that the controls are bad gives you that helpless feeling. I don't know. Yeah. To be honest, the screenshots I've seen that have been apparently leaked, they might have been. They might be real, they might not. They do look good. But every time when they've tried to re-release this on like the HD collection on the Xbox 360 and PS3, it was a mess. So, yeah. But yeah. Silent Hill 2 is my first one. So the first person I'm going to pick, there's also no order. There's no like people paired games up with people. I can't do that because these games, I don't know if really anybody plays much of these other than me. This one would be a pretty popular one for people to play, but the others, don't know. Plus, also my camera's offset, and I cannot do this without looking at what's going on the screen. Hence my looking that way. Yeah, just makes me look a bit unhinged. But never mind. Let's swig some beer. Also, if you're wondering about the T-shirt, it was a Psyduck on there, but I can just rub it and it comes off. So that's official Pokemon merchandise for you. It's good quality. You see, like, never mind. Right, next game. This is the game that I was basically mentioned. Well, it was mentioned and I was tagged along with it. I didn't say who I was going to tag, did I? I did not at all. Yeah, the first one, I'm just going to go with Dylan, Hyper Trigger X, because I want to see an entire list of 2D shooters. That's it. I want to see an entire shoot 'em up list. I want to see what he goes back to all the time. But yeah, okay, on to the next one. As you can tell, professional at this. Yeah, the game that I was tagged in when Gordon at Gib84 mentioned it. It was Tetris Effect. I'm a big fan of Tetris. Any Tetris, I will sit there and I will play the hell out of Tetris. I played this enough so that I got the 1000G on the Xbox. I have not yet gone back and got the platinum on this. It is actually harder to get the platinum on this than it is on the Xbox. On the Xbox, you have to get an S ranking on everything. On this one, you have to get an SS ranking on everything. So it's not Third Reich edition or nothing, not that kind of SS. But yeah, we what the hell am I talking about? Yeah, I just find Tetris really relaxing. I like to think I'm quite good at it, but I'm not really. If I've got footage for any of these games, I might actually just put it up in the corner so you can see anything. I'm not going to steal footage from anywhere, but if you do see random footage appear, it's because I'm playing it and I have footage of it. But yeah, this is actually, I think this is the best Tetris game, simply because it's just really updated. It's really smooth. It's really, to be honest, this isn't as smooth as playing it on the Series X when I went back to it. But yeah, it's I don't know, there's so many different modes, and playing this in VR is something else. It sounds stupid to say play a Tetris game in VR, but it's really zen-like. It's made by the same people as another game I'm going to talk about in a minute. So all the music and everything and the visuals change at the same time, and like as you're dropping pieces, that's changing music. It's just quite trippy, but at the same time relaxing. I don't know. Everyone needs to play Tetris Effect, and you need to play it in VR because it's fantastic. So this time let's make sure I tag someone. Let's swig some beer, then I'll tag someone. Right. I want to tag Jim over at Corbana. I want to know if he is going to have just a list of PS1 games he goes back to, or will it be full of Pokemon? He loves his Pokemon. I don't know. I really want to know what people keep going back to. I genuinely, like, the people I'm choosing, it's because I've seen things or they've mentioned things in videos that make me think, yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. I'm talking bollocks. I've been drinking, so, and I'm burping. Always burping when I'm drinking. So, right, up next, the game that I was gonna, well, it's made with the same people as Tetris Effect. It's Lumines. Yeah, again, it's another puzzle game. I go back to a lot of puzzle games and another type of game, which is going to come up twice in a minute. But yeah, I don't know. This also has the zen-like quality. All the music changes with the thing, with like with the blocks dropping. It's pretty much like Tetris, but you have to create squares because you've only ever got two colours, and you just match up squares, and there's a line that goes across the screen from left to right, and it wipes out the squares you've done. So you can build up massive combos. I played the hell out of this on the PSP. I completed all the trophies on the Vita version. I I'm close to having all the achievements on the remastered version of this on the Xbox One, but sadly they've taken it off Game Pass, so I'm going to have to buy it, but that's alright. I think it's only like a 15 quid game or so. I think there is actually I think there's a physical for the PS4 from Limited Run for the remastered version. I'll have to get that as well. Yeah, I just love anything like snappy and like score-based kind of things. If like you fail, you can start it up quickly and go again. Like in the Tetris, I used to like the little game modes that give you like 2 minutes to try and do something, that kind of thing. But yeah, this, I don't know, it's one that it gets overlooked in the puzzle genre, I think, more, because I think people just think, oh, it's kind of a Tetris clone, but it isn't. It's really good. Recommend it to everyone. It also has other little puzzle modes on it, so like you can, where you've got your little shapes, you can build your shapes and it will tell you have to make, say, the outline of a giraffe, which is surprisingly hard to do, to try and work out how your stuff's going to drop to make this image. But yeah, love it. So everyone, play Lumines, and I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Lumines and not Luminite. Lumines, people say. It's Lumines. I swear it's Lumines. Right. I need to tag someone. Well, I don't know if these people will do it, but why not? Everyone's saying send this far and wide, so let's have a look. I want to tag the Nerdy Couple. They do a lot of like pickups just of their like charity shop finds and their CEX hauls and stuff. They give a little insight into what they play and what they don't, but other than that, I don't hear much of what their best stuff was. The wife seems to have like more input on what she enjoys, so they do just say this is husband and this is wife, so I don't know their names, so it's husband and wife. So yeah, I'd like to know what they go back to. It would be really interesting. So beer time. This video is all over the place, isn't it? Never mind. Okay. This one I ummed and ahed about which game to put into this. There was this, well, I'll just show you what it is. It's DJ Hero. I was going to put Guitar Hero 3 in the list because I absolutely love rhythm games. They're one of my favourite genres. I will sit there and play rhythm games all day, every day. But there's a reason why I didn't put Guitar Hero. You find out in a minute. But yeah, I used to play so much Guitar Hero. I won like Guitar Hero competitions. I got an Xbox free from a Guitar Hero competition. Yeah, I used to go to, there was a bar around here that used to do like a yearly championship, and I'd always enter that and win stuff, and it was good fun. So hence I got my, I think it was red Xbox 360 Resident Evil one. Like, it's got a price tag on it, but the price tag's just my name because it was won in the competition. So yeah, I used to love the hell out of that. The series got stale though, only because I don't think it was because they made too many of them. I think it's because they went down the route of single artist like discs. It didn't have the variety. I could play the Metallica one over and over, but every song had the same kind of speed to it and that, and it didn't jump around like you'd have. Well, just playing thrash with some twiddly guitar solos, it's not the same as playing through something that could be like a punk song, then go into something like Stevie Ray Vaughan or something that just broke it up. I think too many. They didn't even do that many. They did. What did they do? They did Van Halen, and they did AC/DC. No, AC/DC was Rock Band, and so was Beatles was Rock Band. But yeah, I just think the single artist ones, even though Beatles Rock Band is one of the greatest games ever made, I think. But never mind. So yeah, Guitar Hero. Not Guitar Hero, DJ Hero is the reason I chose this, because there's only 2 of them, and it's very unique playing. I know there's DJ games on the PS1 and some arcade ones. I've never actually had a chance to play them. They do kind of look like they play similar, but I don't know. I found DJ Hero to be... It felt like you were more in control of the music because you could turn tracks off and on and stuff. Where Guitar Hero, you felt like you were more just following a pattern. And I do like EDM music. I'm not a big fan of it, but there's quite a bit that I do enjoy, and that, I don't know, that took me further down it, and it was out of my comfort zone, and I ended up absolutely loving it. So yeah, DJ Hero 2 and the first one, I played them enough that I got the 1000G on 1 and 2. That's one of the ways I look at this. If I've got all the achievements on a game, which usually takes a lot of hours on most decent games, rather than the cheap £5 1000G in 2 minutes kind of jobbies, you have to invest your time into it. And if I've invested that much time, and I'm happy to sit there and crack that out again, and I do quite regularly, that's something that I think is a game that definitely want to go back to. I do play Guitar Hero 3 mainly, if you want to know which Guitar Hero I play the most. But yeah. Also, with DJ Hero, the two games are really similar. The other Guitar Heroes, the hammer-ons and pull-offs were all switched and stuff, and it didn't flow as well as DJ Hero did. I thought they were both pretty much the same game, but very solid. I've been waffling shit, haven't I? I don't know. Well, someone to tag. I've literally just finished watching the TMB podcast about arcade racing. They had Daily Retro on there, and I would like to know which arcade racers and which sim racers and that he goes back to, because I imagine his list is going to be full of racing games, and I'm a big racing fan, so yeah, I want to see what he goes back to racing wise. Basically, it'll be all platformers now. I've said that, but we'll find out. I could have kicked out Silent Hill and mentioned Assetto Corsa just to bring up Daily Retro, but no, I'm intrigued. I want to see what he goes back to. Oh, that's refreshing. Okay, and the final game. The reason why I did not choose Guitar Hero is because out of all the Guitar Hero games I've played thousands of hours of it. I think combined, I may have beat it now with this game, which is Rocksmith. Like, I bought the original Rocksmith when it first came out. It was before it came out, because it came out in the States for like about a year before it came out. So I imported it. Somehow I ended up with 2 copies, which was weird. So I flogged one to a dude on like Gumtree or something. He came down from like up north, and I live right down the bottom of England, and yeah, he drove all that way for it, and I could have posted it to him. But never mind. That's something a bit different. But yeah, I couldn't get on with it the first time I got it. I was trying with my guitar I had, and I found it too frustrating. But I thought, you know what? Going in, it was just before lockdown actually, so I can't say it was going into lockdown. We didn't know we were going to. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to give Rocksmith another go, but I want to give it a bit of a spin on it. So I bought one of these. Bass guitar. And I fell in love with it. I love that thing. Play it all the time. So yeah, I thought I'd give it a shot. Again, this is another game. I've got the 1000G on it now because I sat there and played the hell out of it. I've done it on Xbox One, and I've done it on Xbox 360, and I've done it on the PC. I do mainly play it on the PC now because I could add custom songs in. But they've also just released Rocksmith Plus, which is a subscription version of it. It's like $12.99 a month, and it's got like 5,000 songs or something on it. So I've started playing that. But that's not actually hooking me as I thought it would. It's full of songs that I don't know what they are, or I don't really care for them, or the bass on them's a bit simple, so I might cancel that and go back to playing custom DLC on Rocksmith 2014. But yeah, if you want to learn an instrument, this is actually surprisingly good. It wouldn't be like the best thing you could do. You couldn't just go Rocksmith. You'll be, I don't know, you won't ever get your timings down and stuff properly with it. But as a gamified version of a learning tool, this thing's amazing, and I don't get bored of it at all. I'm probably going to play some after I finish recording this video. And I played it in lockdown. I think I played it I was on furlough for the maximum amount of time, and I played about 2 or 3 hours a day every day, and didn't get bored. I got seriously sore hands, but didn't get bored. So I recommend everyone who's ever wanted to try guitar or bass, play this. If I was stuck on a desert island, this would be my game. This with DLC would be my, I wouldn't stop playing it. So yeah, my picks are a bit weird. And as everyone says, who to tag? Far and wide. Most people I know have done this, or they don't want to do this. So it's go big or go home, innit? You know, we're tagging. It's a guitar. Fucking Metal Jesus rocks, isn't it? Oh God, I don't think he'd even do it, would he? He wouldn't even watch it. The amount of shit he must get tagged in. Never mind, it'd be funny. I'd like to know if he bothered to watch it. I don't expect it at all, but it's somebody that I needed for a fifth person, and you ain't gonna get more than that for someone with a guitar, really. A guitar game. So yeah, that's 5 games I go back to all the time. This has actually been much longer than I thought it was going to be, because I've been drinking. I just kicked an empty beer can, as you can tell. Been drinking a while. So yeah, that's it. Let me know what you think of my picks. I play some boring games, basically, over and over. I play a lot of good games, but they're usually one and done. So that's it. I'm going to go drink some more and play some Rocksmith. Have fun, people.